Hey guys, it's JH with Kievsky Diaspora. Today we're going to take a look at an interview with Ryan Kerr. Hi Ryan.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm fantastic.
It's been a long day here at Feast. You guys been selling coffee?
Yeah, we've been selling a lot of coffee today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome. How'd you get started? How'd you guys get started with this?
Well, it's interesting. So Dave Taylor owned Blue Lion Coffee Roasters until we bought it from him 2 years ago. And so in 2007, I moved up here from Louisville, Kentucky, and I needed some extra money, so I started working for him as a barista back then in the coffee shop that he owned.
Oh yeah, yeah, I really missed that shop.
Yeah, and so I worked there for 4 years, and that's actually how I met the Townsend's folks, and eventually started working for Townsend's as well.
Okay.
But even back in that day, he was kind of like, one of these days I'm not going to do this anymore, maybe you'll want to buy it. And I said, absolutely. So 12 years later, 15 years later, whatever it was, it finally happened.
You bought it. That is awesome. That is awesome. And so then you guys had good sales. I saw Dave stop in earlier, so he's still helping out and checking in.
Yeah, he's just a good buddy, you know.
Yeah.
We've been friends for years, and he still has a vested interest in making sure that everything's going okay. I think last year he hung around as a helper, and now he just kind of says, hey, how you guys doing?
Yeah, I noticed he like appeared and then disappeared. I'm like, what the heck?
But, you know, for him, I think that, you know, after he started the Blue Lion, reenacting turned into a business focused thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so now he just gets to go hang out with his friends in different like units and stuff again, which he didn't get to do for years.
Yeah, no, I remember when I was much younger out here getting to hang out with him from time. We did an annual check-in and go sit down, have some beverages in his amazing marquee, and just kind of have a convo about people, places, things, and then we kind of turned each other loose to go wreak havoc upon the reenacting world from there again. You're not just selling to reenactors. I'm seeing a lot of civilians coming in, they're regular people, and you're also selling into some shops?
Yeah, so we do wholesale coffee for cafes or just in a retail situation at a couple grocery stores and that sort of thing. So we do wholesale coffee, and we sell that to cafes that are preparing it, like coffee houses or breakfast joints, that sort of thing. And we also sell it in like a retail situation to like grocery stores and that sort of thing. We have an online store where people can get coffee shipped to them wherever they want to do that.
Awesome.
And then, yeah, local to where we're at, there are a lot of places where you can just walk in and buy Blue Lion coffee off the shelf.
Yeah, so that's based out of Pierceton, right?
It is, yeah. We live in North Manchester. We roast in Pierceton. And maybe one of these days we'll roast in the same town that we live in. That'd be all right.
Nah, that'd be too easy. Oh my God. Well, that's awesome. What's your website? It's
BlueLionCoffeeRoaster.com.
Roaster.
And BlueLionCoffee.com. I think we have both of those.
You do.
So either one of them will get you there.
That's okay. That works.
So BlueLionCoffee.com is probably the easier one.
The easier one to use.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds like that's a Nicole question, actually. So probably.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, I saw while we're doing this, the boss lady's back there putting the canvas sites up. It's like, yeah, boss is busy. Here we go.
Yeah, you go talk for a while, Ryan. I'll do all the work. That's what she's like. Just get out of here.
Well, you're the front man. You gotta, you're the smiling face. What
city are we in tonight? Hello, Cleveland. We're in Pittsburgh.
That's what I said, Pittsburgh. Well, that's you're playing music later, right?
Oh yeah. Well, Rick and Hillary are playing music later. I'm gonna fumble around and try to follow them a little bit.
Just gotta be present and make some noise.
But I mean, you don't get an opportunity to play with musicians that caliber often. So anytime they ask me if I want to do something, the answer is yes, and I'll figure it out on the way.
That is
they're
great.
Incredible musicians.
Yeah. Well, so you do a lot of kind of probably a little known thing for people is that you actually do music stuff on the side yourself.
I do. Yeah, I play music, and I don't play it nearly as much now that I own a coffee roasting business, but I do play music, and I've done that for years, just playing all over. Basically the rule was tour, but don't go further than 10 hours from home. Because the way I figured, if you need to turn a 10-hour drive into a 7-hour drive for an emergency, you can do it. And so something happened where the kid like hurt themselves or something, I'd be home in 7 hours.
It's all still doable. Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. What kind of music do you play?
It's just rock and roll music.
Just rock?
I grew up playing in like punk rock and hardcore bands, and then when we moved up here, I didn't know anybody to play with, so I started playing acoustic stuff. And so it's just a hodgepodge. It's a mix of all those different things, you know.
Well, different influences, and see where it comes out.
Yeah, I mean, you love all these different kinds of music. So when you're a solo act, you get to do whatever you want to do. So you can just play with all these different things.
No one can complain because you're like, nope, here's what we're doing tonight. That is awesome. That is awesome. Well, anything you want to plug here? I mean, the event's wrapping up. We got people drifting out.
Yeah, well, number one, this is an awesome event. Just like the sheer mass of this thing. If you've not been to this event, this is one to go to.
Yeah.
I personally, you know, I'll find more downtime and maybe have more fun or conversations at smaller events, but just the amount of things that you get to experience here is pretty awesome. So this
I used to come here a lot back when I did 60th, and it was nice earlier being in a spot where it was wall-to-wall people again. As much as I don't care for people, for the event's sake, it was great to see that kind of turnout for the event.
Yeah. And as far as personally, if you want to visit bluelinecoffee.com or follow us on Instagram or Facebook and hear about what we're doing and what event we're going to be at next, that's great too.
Awesome. So you can actually have like groupies that follow you around to the events and to the music.
Yeah, that'd be...
I'm sorry. You could have ultimate fans.
Right. It's funny, there is so much crossover between punk rock and reenacting that people would not, they wouldn't guess that it was there, but it is there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I saw a Black Flag shirt walking around here earlier.
Yeah? Oh my gosh. I haven't seen, as you know, I'm a Rammstein fan.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen any Rammstein. I actually pulled my Rammstein shirt out this morning, but thought, nah, I'll put on my period-esque stuff and go out in that instead.
Either way, I think that you would have done okay.
Hopefully. Well, anything else you want to go ahead and plug here before I turn you loose for supper?
I think that covers it pretty well. I appreciate you doing the interview.
Well, thank you. Yeah. Thank you. We've been arch nemeses off and on, so it's fun to do something positive from time to time.
Yeah.
It helps fuel the nemesis.
We'll keep the smiles on while the camera's on.
That's right. That's right. So yeah, we save the 4-letter words for later. Right. So awesome. Well, thank you, Ryan.
Thank you very much.
Hope you enjoyed that video. Please like, share, and subscribe so you can keep following us with our ongoing adventures.